Good morning, beautiful people. P to the teach here, and today we are going to talk about what we are going to be doing this week in music theory. So, things are going to look a little differently than they have in the past because everything is online now. So, for this week, the first thing you need to do, which I'll send in an email for this, is we're going to be on Google Classroom and you're going to look for Remote Week 1. So each week that we're doing this until we're back in school, there's going to be something labeled remote week 1, remote week 2, and so on. Okay? The two topics you're really going to be paying attention to the most is this remote weeks topic and then your resources topic. Okay? Your pre-corona assignments are down here, but for the most part, I don't think we should need to revisit those necessarily at this point. And then, of course, if you always want to look at the syllabus, it is there as well. So the first thing you need to do is you're going to look at week 1 assignment breakdown. We're going to have one of these for each week. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that and open up music theory assignments. Week March 30th through April 3rd. So this is what you need to do. First thing, I need to watch this YouTube video that's kind of a tour of our Google Classroom and what's going on. And that will hopefully clarify a majority of the questions that you have, but of course there's still going to be some questions to ask. But if we go ahead and look through this, it's broken down for each day. So for Monday, I'm going to see, okay, I need to watch the minor scale YouTube video. So I'm going to go back to our Google Classroom, and I'm going to go under our remote week 1 here, and I see at the bottom here minor scale YouTube video. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and then you can click on the YouTube link and watch that. The next thing that we have is B, complete the musictheory.net scale construction and scale identification assignment if you haven't done so already. So these assignments are actually in the pre-corona assignments because I assigned them before everything happened. So as kind of an easy entry into all this, if you've already completed those, you're all set. If you haven't done those already, you need to go ahead and complete these two down here and turn them in. Okay. All right. Tuesday, you're going to watch the video on how to use Kami. So in general, Kami is a application that's going to allow you to write on PDFs if you don't have the ability to print them out. So for example, when we're doing worksheet 5.4, which we're going to be doing later in the week, that'll give you the ability to do so. If you know of other ways to fill out PDFs, feel free to use that as well, but this is going to be another option if you don't have any that you know of. So you're going to watch the video on how to use Kami. I have not yet created that yet. I have not created that yet, but that video will be under resources, so it's something you can go back and look at all the time. So in general, resources are things that will always be there and you can go back and look at. This is just going to be things that you're going to need for that specific week. All right. So the video link for how to use Kami will be in here. And then you're going to log in and experiment how to use the application. Okay. And if we go into Google Classroom Remote Week 1, there is a Kami setup link. So you can go ahead and click that. Click on it here. And it is going to ask you to do something. So for you guys, you're going to need to create an account, and in doing that, you're just going to choose your Google account. So it already logged me in because I had already set up my Google account, but pretty much you're going to log in with your Google account, and then it will bring you to a screen that looks like this. Okay. So what I can do from here is I can basically choose a document from my computer or from Google Drive. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up our 5.4 worksheet here. And then it will give me the ability to draw on the document. So I can click down here, click draw, choose my thicknesses and all that stuff, and then I can go ahead and actually draw on the paper. And actually the calibration of it is not too bad. It's not the most amazing thing in the world, but it's pretty good for what we have to work with. And then you could fill in the rest of the stuff that you need to underneath. But that is how that is going to all go down. Alright, so I'm going to make a video on that you can watch, which will explain everything in a little more depth, but that will be your assignment for Tuesday. On Wednesday, we're going to start looking at pentatonic scales. Pentatonic scales are basically scales made up of 5 notes, the first 5 notes of a scale. So you're going to go ahead and watch the pentatonic scale video, which I'm going to create actually a video on my own on what a pentatonic scale is. And I'll go ahead and post that into the remote week 1 section here. So you go ahead and watch that, and then you're going to start working on worksheet 5.4. So I'll go ahead and pull it back up here in Kami and look at it. So my instructions here say each sequence of solfege syllables, scale degree numbers represents a minor key and melody. An underlined syllable or number indicates a pitch below the tonic. On the first staff, write the scale specified along with the key signature and label it with solfege and scale degree numbers. Then use these to write the melody on the second staff. Rhythm is optional. If you know the name of the tune, write it in the blank. So basically, let's take a look at one that is not completed. So I'm going to look at this here, and it tells me I'm doing an F harmonic minor scale. So I'm going to think about, okay, what is the 5th scale degree of my scale? So if we're starting on F, I'm going to start with F, then we go to G, then to A, then to B, then to C. Okay, so that'll be my 5th. So the first thing you'd want to do is write out your F harmonic minor scale here, and then you're going to write out the tune of the melody based on the scale degrees and the solfege syllables. And then on the back here is where we finally get to our pentatonic scales and how to write those out. And like I mentioned before, I'm going to go ahead and create a video on how pentatonic scales work. Alright, so that's your assignment for Wednesday. Thursday, your only assignment is to just finish both sides of worksheet 5.4. So if you get it done sooner than that, then kudos to you, and you are free for that day. And then on Friday, I think it'd be really cool for us to attempt a Google Hangout session so we can kind of check in. And if this ends up working pretty well, we'll probably schedule a time each week, or even a time or two, where we can all connect and chat about things. For some of us, learning online may be easier. For others, it's great to have someone to ask questions to live and other things like that. So we're going to attempt that on Friday, and I'm going to continue to kind of look at that, and I'll send out information either on Monday or Tuesday about how that's going to go down and what time I plan on us to hang out at. Alright, so I think this is everything for this week. If you have any questions, feel free to watch back through this video, or you can email me or leave comments in Google Classroom. Alright, that's everything. Have a beautiful day. And remember to leave a like and subscribe below. Peace out.